Good morning. I don't know if anybody's going to be on here. You might all be at church. I'm a heathen. I'm not at church. I'm still sitting in my bed. And I was working on some stuff this morning and something cool happened. So I want to tell you a cool story. Um, I'm a hot mess because like I said, I'm still sitting in bed. But I thought this was cool. So a little background. I'm in a group. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Tom or Linda, whoever's on. Um, I'm in a group challenge. It's a 90-day challenge, and it's basically just bettering yourself and setting some goals and getting yourself where you want to be. And I got on this morning. I got on Facebook, and it said that today I had to, like every day, you have to do something, and so today's challenge was that you had to write your story. I'm telling you, I did not want to write my story. I'm like, this is just the last thing I want to do this morning. Who wants to have to write out a story? But I did it because I was supposed to. So it says grab your favorite oils, and I want to tell you this isn't an oil video. So if you're gonna jump off because you don't want anything to do with the oils, don't, because stay tuned because it's just a cool story. So anyway, it said grab what oils are you gonna use while you're writing your story. Well, I picked lavender because it's just good for everything, and I picked jasmine. I have no idea why I picked jasmine because I don't really even like the smell of this oil. But I picked jasmine. So I have jasmine and I have lavender. Okay? So I put them in my hands and rub my hands together and smell it. And it smells not very good because I don't like the smell of jasmine. And so I just rub some on my ears and okay, so now I smell like jasmine, which I don't even like. Anyway, so I don't know why I picked jasmine, but I did. So jasmine and lavender were my oils today. And then I grabbed my book that I just write everything in. So I start writing my story, and I wrote my story started out with, I'll do a video about that another time, but started out with my being born, when I was born, and like my life, okay? And I won't get into all those details. But anyway, I get to the point where I write, in 2004, I lost my dad. And my dad and I were buddies. And I'll try not to get emotional, but my dad and I were very close. And he ended up dying of cirrhosis of the liver in 2004. And so I write my story out and I got it all done and get to the end, okay? And so then thought, well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look and see. I'm going to look up these oils a little bit more to find out, why did I pick jasmine? Why did I pick lavender? Well, again, I picked lavender just because it's good for everything. It's the jack of all trades oil. And then when I was looking up jasmine, this is completely not compliant, so don't turn me in. Somebody had said that they use jasmine for to help with, don't listen if you don't want to hear that it's not compliant. They used it to help with cirrhosis of the liver, jasmine oil. So my point of the coming live was because that just really hit me, that out of all the stuff that I've gone through and all the things, not that I've gone through, I'm having a horrible life, but of all the things that have happened in my life, all of the losses, I've lost so many people, my brother, my grandparents, my mom, my dad. The hardest one for me is my dad, because we were so close. So that was the hardest one for me. And when I was researching and found about the jasmine with this person that used it for cirrhosis of the liver, and then went back and thought, hey, my dad died of cirrhosis of the liver. And for me, it was just a reminder that, I don't know, it was weird. It's weird to say it, but what I feel is, yeah, Lisa, that my dad was with me when I was writing that today. And so, coincidence? I don't think so. I can tell you now that when I open up this little bottle that I didn't like the smell of, I actually liked the smell. And when I was just smelling it and I was waving it in front of my nose, it almost smelled Jasmine's very flowery, and my dad did not smell like flowers. I can tell you that. He had the man smell. But now when I go like this and just let the smell go in, I actually can smell my dad. So it was just a little cool story. I didn't want it to be about oils, but more about my dad and how I don't know how, if they're really here with us or whatever, but today it brought me a little bit of peace knowing that it felt like my dad was here today. So anyway, I'll tell you my whole story another time on another video and all that jazz, but I just want to tell you my story, and it was how cool it was. So if you want to hear my story, I'll tell you another day. But today, because of this little oil, I felt like my dad was with me, and so I just thought it was cool. So I wanted to share it with you. So anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you again soon.